Kumodi TV, man, back with another one right now. We're going to get into the pro-Iranian regime protests going on all around Iran right now. So these protests are they're actual protests, they're peaceful, and they're a lot larger in number than the riots we've been seeing for the past few days that were influenced by Mossad. So yeah, we'll just get right into it, man. I mean, there is people all over protesting. This is in Tehran's Revolutionary Square. Turn the sound off because I don't know what they're saying and I don't want to get flagged for anything. But this is, like I said, in Tehran's Revolutionary Square. This looks like a much larger number of people than these anti-regime riots. This is highly upsetting to the United States government because, as you can see, there is a lot more people that are pro-regime than anti-regime. So that means if we tried to do anything, it likely wouldn't work. The people would likely rise up against it. You know, these are people that are in favor of the regime. This is today. This is earlier today in their country. Yep. Go to some other videos. I'm trying to see how I could do this. Okay, this is the president of Iran out there with the people. I don't want that. I don't want the channel popping up on my YouTube, but yeah, that is the president of Iran outside with the people protesting. And where's this location? People of Iran's Iraq came on the streets in support of the IRGC and Imam Khamenei. So this is, I know it's blurry. This is just what it is, but this looks like way more people than the anti-regime riots that were going on that our media keeps calling protest. This is a protest. There's no one being injured. There's no one being harmed. The police don't have to detain anyone or fire at anyone or do anything, which, if you weren't aware, the firing that they were doing was mostly rubber bullets. They were trying to use non-lethal equipment to, deter people. But obviously, when you have people rioting and causing damage and throwing Molotov cocktails and letting off shots at you and, firebombing mosques and all type of other things, you might have to get violent because they're getting violent. That might be your last option. Just like if people got a little bit more aggressive yesterday at that protest in LA, the police might have had to get violent. It's just the reality of life. This is a protest in Isfahan. So as you can see, multiple cities across the nation, a super large number of people. They're all pro-regime, all pro-IRGC, all pro-Khamenei. This is, a different turnout than the U.S. government was expecting and Israel was expecting. This is a lot of people that are pro regime. This is a lot of people that are out in support of this, you know? And some of the things they were showing on the Western media were years old. I mean, I saw one thing that was posted from Iranian media that they said was from last year, but look at this. They were saying there was some pro regime stuff that was from last year, but I don't believe that it was from last year. It might be from last year. Regardless, this is current. This is live from earlier today. This is not from last year. This is a huge turnout, and this is a huge W for Iran, because now what are you going to invade a nation that majority of the people are in favor of having in place? You're going to invade the regime that people like, because that's what it is. I mean, and then they're always trying to bring up the women's right and the hijab and this and that. There's no hijab law in Iran anymore, and for years it wasn't heavily enforced. It was more like an excuse they could use if you're doing something that they can't legally arrest you for. So say you're a woman that's being overly political and you're anti-regime, well, they're just going to use the hijab law to arrest you and say it's that, when in reality you're being anti-regime and that's what they don't like, but they're just arresting you for something else as an excuse. But they repealed that law, I believe last year. So the only country in the world that has any type of hijab law is Afghanistan, and that's it. Nowhere else has that, and Iran wasn't really enforcing that to begin with. So you're not gonna see, people getting in trouble or arrested or anything for that in Iran. And this right here is a video of the foreign minister, Abbas Aragachi. He's outside with the people as well, man. So they got their president out there with them. They got their foreign minister out there with them. Tons of people on the streets protesting. If they were so anti-regime, he only has like 4 men around him. They would be easily able to attack him and do whatever they want to him. There's thousands of people outside. They can do whatever they want to this man. Like they can do whatever, plain and simple. President as well. You don't have that many men around you. You're touchable where you are. Like, you can be touched. So just trying to see if there's any more footage from out there. Oh yeah, here we go. This is in Birjand, if that's how you pronounce it correctly. This is in Birjand, Iran. See, like, this is all across the country right now. All across the country, and there's thousands of people, if not hundreds of people. This looks like thousands, though. Every single protest, thousands of people. This is a way bigger turnout than the anti-regime riots that were going on, that were influenced by Mossad and potentially CIA. Like, this is incredible, and this is just a good sight to see, for the simple fact that this deters the US from doing anything. I don't want my country invading other countries and violating their sovereignty. Whatever goes on in Iran is Iran's business and the Iranian people's business, and it is their problem. It's not America's problem. It's not our job to fix it. It's not our job to intervene. If they want to beef with Israel or do whatever they want with Israel, that is Israel's problem, not ours. We do not even have any type of formal alliance with Israel. I don't know why we give them so much money or why we giving them so much military support and why we're doing anything when they have not even pledged any type of loyalty to us. It's honestly baffling. I don't know how it's a thing, but this is such a large number of people. Such a large number of people that turned out for this, and it is amazing. And if you don't think it's amazing, well, do you want our tax dollars going to war? Do you want the young men of this country to go die for foreign interests that have nothing to do with us, that aren't a threat to us? Because that's what has been happening for a very long time. We have no business in the Middle East at all. Huge turnout, man. Huge turnout. This is great. It doesn't say where this one was. It just says huge public rallies across the country today. Which is great, man. I'm loving to see this. And they got the Shah's son all over TV in America, and that's not doing shit. Okay. It says this is in Tehran, but I don't know. When I first saw this, it looked kind of fake to me, but it looked like a green screen to me when I first saw this, but I mean, maybe it's not. I'm not sure. I mean, he has nothing covering his ears. He's speaking into the mic. I mean, I have no idea. But regardless, that is aerial footage from today of what's going on today. This is amazing, man. This is amazing. Because what can we do? Like, what can we do if majority of the country is pro-regime? Okay, there was protests and riots that were anti-regime, but they weren't bigger than this. They didn't have a bigger crowd than this. So what are they gonna say or do now? Nothing. Nothing they can do. And if they intervene now after this, it's just gonna be crazy. I mean, well, I guess this probably isn't being shown in Western media. It is being shown. This is Iranian media, so I guess that's the thing, right? This likely is not going to be shown in the West. But if we go bomb them or go to war or do anything to them, this will come out eventually to the people. Like, this will be shown to the American people eventually. It's so annoying that we even have to think this way. Like, why do I have to think, oh, well, at least if we do anything, then the people will see it eventually. Like, nah, bro, we shouldn't be doing anything at all, man. This is completely insane and unnecessary to be involved in any foreign nation's sovereignty. Okay, this is like way too blurry. I mean, I'll show it anyways, but it's blurry. This is beyond blurry. But you can see there is people everywhere, man. People everywhere. IRIB News, man. They are reporting this huge show out. So I don't know what the people are gonna say. The people like Laura Loomer and Ben Shapiro, or even what Donald Trump is gonna say. Like, what can you say now? What about this? I wonder if they'll even speak on this. Okay, this is another new video, Press TV. They got a Samsung store over there. Man, this is just good to see, man. Love to see a country stand up for themselves that would hopefully deter us from doing anything to them, wasting our tax dollars and wasting lives. Like, you would just waste away American lives, and it's just sad when it happens. Like, nobody wants Iraq 3. Nobody wants Afghanistan 2.0. Like, nobody wants to see that, bro. Nobody is supporting that. Well, I guess people are now all of a sudden. Like, I don't know why there's so many people who were like, they just do whatever Trump says. Like, they're just truly magatards. Like, oh yeah, like he literally ran on no new wars, and he's doing a bunch of things that can get us into war. He's doing things that can create World War III, and there's just a bunch of people just like, oh yeah, yeah, Trump is doing the right thing. Yeah, we're behind Trump. Yeah, go take over Venezuela, take Greenland, go bomb Iran again. Like, what? What are you like? Are you people mentally okay? Are you mentally stable? He ran on no new wars, right? Like, did you not care about that when he said that on his when he was running? Like, cause that was like the number one thing for me. That was the number one thing for me, and what I supported Trump for. I mean, no new wars. I didn't believe the Democrats and Kamala Harris were going to have the strength and will to do anything with any conflict at all. And he wants to brag about a bunch of conflicts he stopped. Dude, you stopped a bunch of conflicts that have nothing to do with us, and then that don't have the threat of us getting involved in a war or starting World War III. This conflict right here hasn't been stopped. It's only escalated, and it's it's a problem. And then he tries to credit himself, yeah, I stopped the Israel Iran war, the 12-day war. I stopped that. No, you, like, what? You bombed one of their nuclear facilities, and Israel reached out for a ceasefire, and Iran agreed to the ceasefire because we got involved and bombed their nuclear facility. If we didn't get involved, then Israel will probably be overrun. They will probably get bombed to the point where, well, it would have created a nuclear situation, because they have a nuclear program that is unacknowledged by them, and It's just people just act like it's not existent, and they would have used the nuclear weapon before they fall. They would have enacted the Samson option. But like I don't. So I guess that would have been a problem. But if they didn't use a nuclear weapon, they would fall because they would be getting bombed to the point where they can't do anything. And then likely people from the north, Hezbollah, people from the south, Gaza, people from the West Bank, the other Palestinians, they would all probably invade once again if they had the opportunity. I mean, they would probably try and take over the country, and then who knows who would get on board with that. If there was no U.S. intervention and there was no Samson option, Israel would be done by now. They would be done by now. Iran would have set the stage for them to be no longer. And that's just factually true. Anyone that disagrees, you're smoking something. That is just a fact. If if they didn't have U.S. support and they didn't have the Samson option, they would be done out here. It would be over for them. This is Tehran. Again, different section of Tehran. Yeah, so in my personal opinion, man, this is great. It looks like we're not going to intervene in with what they have going on, which is amazing. I definitely did not want that. I was definitely afraid of that. It would definitely be like setting the bad precedent for the United States. It's something that we don't want to be involved with doing. Obviously, some people in the administration want that, but and obviously Israel wants that, but I do not want that. You, as an American citizen, should definitely not want that. It's definitely a problem and will become a drain on your tax dollars and a drain on American life. People will get dragged into this and they will die for this cause, and that is something we should not want. We do not want to see more young Americans die. We do not want to see our tax dollars get wasted on a war that's not our fight. So that's it for this one, man. Kumo DTV everywhere. KumoCast on YouTube. Follow, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'm out.